Everyone copes with anxiety differently, but amid the extra stressors of the pandemic, doctors across the country are seeing a rise in patients coming to them for tic disorders or having Tourette's-like symptoms.
We want to share a disclaimer that we're going to be showing video of tics throughout this next story, and this disclaimer comes as many doctors are seeing a rise in patients predisposed to tics mirroring actions they watch online. TV 11's Sarah Hubakowicz shares what trends UAMS is seeing here in Arkansas.
By any standard, Joey Leanhounds is your typical 10th grader. But amid the pandemic, this past winter, her body began to react to the stress differently.
One day, your child is healthy, and then the next day she had tics.
Tics are involuntary sounds, actions, or twitching. Joey first realized she was struggling with them when she saw them on social media.
Really as soon as I got them, because I knew what they were from social media, and so when they were happening I was like, oh, this is a thing.
And after watching a few people on TikTok with similar disorders, hers got worse, a phenomenon that doctors are seeing in teens across the country. Tics can indicate a structural brain disorder, such as Tourette's, but in some people with tics, the brain structure seems fine. Doctors say in this case, it's linked to stress and watching other people have tics.
Kids get overwhelmed, and no one's born with the innate ability to deal with stress on their own. Everyone has to kind of learn how to cope with that. So these kids, they get overwhelmed by the stress, and it doesn't have to be a huge stressor all of a sudden, but they just get overwhelmed, and it kind of manifests in mimicking tics.
And while social media helped Joey identify her disorder,
After I got tics, it made me feel better to know that they have their own platform, but I'm not supposed to watch them because they make my tics worse.
it also serves as a double-edged sword.
If a YouTuber or TikToker is doing tics nonstop, you probably don't want to watch that because there's a good chance you could pick them up.
As treatment and learning to cope with tics looks different for everyone. For Joey, along with doctor's visits, focusing on her music helps. Moving forward, one note at a time. And Dr. Manvek said he's seen a significant rise in patients in the last few months alone. And while he said he believes in bringing awareness to tic disorders, he's advising that anyone with high anxiety or Tourette's that could be more suggestible, that they're cautious of watching any of these tic videos. Reporting Sarah Hubakowicz, THV 11 News.